Hey, what's happening, you guys? Whoop. Gotta turn off that those effects, man. What's happening, you guys? How you doing? Happy hump day. It's Wednesday. And today we're gonna be playing some, you guessed it, Project Zomboid. I'm gonna do last man standing difficulty, but without the multiplayer because I'm out. For those of you that missed it, I actually fell out after about, 15 minutes of gameplay. It was very pathetic. Move on my part, but we're gonna try this anyway. What's happening? Norm Slater, Arcania, C5 North, Stinky Meatbag, Little Girl, Just in Case, Dana Wharton, Sugar Lumps, Adam Arza. Welcome, my friends. Hope y'all are all doing well today. And you know what? Something that warmed my heart. I just feel like I need to mention this. Something that warmed my heart just recently. We were watching Stranger Things last night. We got through episode 1.5 because I got too tired. This old man had to go to bed. But we watched Stranger Things yesterday, and the first episode was the Hellfire Club. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I think I might need to sue Stranger Things for using my tagline, Hellfire. It's just one of those weird things. What's up, Sidus? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday yesterday, Sidus. Because I was a lazy slacker yesterday and didn't stream. What's happening, man? PZ4 Foliage 3 Drunk 0. What's happening, Triple G? Honey Banani? Here bright and early. What's up, Drunken Chat? I'm hoping I'm not clipping out too much. I might be a little bit loud. If I'm clipping out, let me know. All right. Let's get to it, baby. Let's get to it. So we're gonna go over mods real quick, just so you can see. I'm gonna start with the new episode 1. Only reason why I'm doing the new episode 1 is because send us to the road to fame. Thanks for being a sponsor, my friend. I appreciate it. Really, it's welcome on in, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm pretty much using the same settings. I've added a few things to this run. Your streaming videos are brilliant. Hey, man, Chris Smith, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We got lots of cars. First of all, I'm not going to even go through the cars because there's so many cars. We do have a Porsche 911 Turbo. I got the Need for Speed, baby. Let's see, what else do we have? We have Authentic Z's and Authentic Z backpacks. I think that's on there. I added this Luton van wagon, which is kind of like the ugliest car I think I've ever seen. It's one of those hippie cars. A Barricaded World, of course. We're gonna do Bedford Falls, Craft Helper, which I really don't need at this point, but it's a good mod for those of you that are just starting out to do. Delta Creek Munitions, just because KPK suggested it. Dietrich's Tilepalooza, Disinfect or Die, which has gotten us killed more often than not. Dylan's Tiles. Dylan's Sensible Zombie Loot, which I just added this because he suggested it as well. Basically what it means is you might find some stuff on zombies. It's going to be real important for something like a ridiculously rare run, which we're running. Family Manor, Filibuster Rhymes, Used Cars. So a lot of car mods. Ford Redstone, Kentucky, Frankfort, Kentucky, Grapeseed, of course, HQ of the Forest Ranger, which all these maps we actually have. Kingsmouth near Mainland, Kentucky. I don't think I need that because we don't have any way to get to it. March Ridge Expansion, Moldral Fire Department, New Akron, North Peak, Northwest Blockade, Overfield Lane Bunker, which actually had somebody unsub from me because they got so mad that I wasn't I didn't stay in the bunker long enough. They were like, "Oh, wah, you went to the bunker and then you left. Wah, unsub. I'm unhappy." Pillows Random Spawns, which is a major part of this because we're not going to know where we're going to go. PitStop. Primitive Survival. RavenCreek. Refordville. Research Facility, Kentucky. Research Facility, Kentucky Access Road. I don't even know what that means, but we're not going to worry about it. Ridiculously Rare Loot is on. Riverside Fire Department. Scent of Blood, which is another one of those things that's going to makes it really difficult. Shark's military uniform improvements and his overhaul. I can't remember if I have that on the server or not. St. John's Farm. SARS Common Library. That's just for the for some of the cars. It's a dependency. West Point Fire Department. We got Worst Vehicle Condition. Finally, I turned that on. And Throttle Kitty's tiles, which we're going to kind of mess with too. I love the Luton van for cargo. I think it's the best loot cargo vehicle I've ever seen. Really? You're my one and only drunk ever. Even NPR doesn't get a slice of my small cheese. Hey, Sidus, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I mean, really, it means something. It I mean, even if I just slowly grow out, right, and build this community, it really means something. I just gotta always remind. I got the benefit of being old because I know that things take time. You know what I mean? Like I know that you can't build a community in a day. And if you do, you don't know what the fuck you're doing when you do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'd much rather build slow anyway. But yeah, I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I always see what mods you use because I never know what the good ones are. It's today's zombie day. I don't know. What does the vote say? I'm just curious. Let's check it out. The vote says that it's not going to be zombie day. But I mean, with our settings, we're going to it's possibly going to be zombie day. How's my favorite PZ streamer today? Hey, what's up, Schmearty? How you doing? Good to see you, my friend. How are things going over in Twitch land? I'm wondering. Move that camera down a little bit. It's doing something funny, and look, there's like a little edge there too. Let me fix that. You know what? Maybe I can fix it like this. Whoop, whoop. Nope. Here we go. There we go. Perfect. Wonderful. Well, let's go ahead and get started, huh? We're going to go a solo run, custom sandbox. What's the time on this? 6:49. We're going to go mini spawns, but we want spawns by casual start. That's going to give us spawns in Knox County. If we would do the random Knox County start, that's going to... actually, we might just do that because that's going to give us spawn points picked across the entire map, implemented for all professions. This casual start, which is what's on the server, actually you spawn most of the time in a house. So we're going to do that right there. I wonder, do I have a setting for this already? Artist settings. There we go. Very high zombie count, which is on there. It's not insane. Insane's kind of, in my opinion, it's a insane zombie count is kind of like a it's a shtick, right? It's like it's like a way for us to, when streamers go, oh, I'm at 16 times population, that kind of stuff. It's just a shtick. The reality is you can't do much around it other than kill things. You know what I'm saying? So you never get beyond killing things most of the time. Or at least I don't. Maybe there are some that do. So the time is on June. The world is instantly shut off. Extremely rare on the house alarm frequencies. Fire spreads on. Generator working in exterior. All that stuff. Initial gas station amount is going to be on low, which is a little bit different. That's on the server as well. Nature's all normal. A sadistic AI director. Helicopters often. Meta event is sometimes. Sleeping event is never. I just think sleeping events are stupid. Extremely rare generator spawn, which basically means ridiculously rare because we have this. The way that ridiculously rare works is it drops things down, right? So like if you have rare, if you choose rare for an item, it's going to go down to extremely rare. If you go extremely rare, it's going to go down to ridiculously rare. Randomized house chances, we're going to fix all this. I want to do very often on randomized house chances. Randomized vehicle stories are going to be very often. That's going to be very often. And we'll do that as just sometimes because we'll probably never really mess with it. Blood level will be normal this time. I think I had it on in Ultra Gore. There's no reason for it. Decaying, we'll go ahead and turn this up to high. I don't think that they really mess with that to where it makes much of a difference. All right, so loot rarity. As you can see, these are ridiculously rare fresh food, ridiculously rare canned food, ridiculously rare ranged weapons. We'll just do that to rare, right? We'll do the melee weapons and ranged weapons to rare, which will mean extremely rare. And we'll also do medical to rare as well.
Samuel Price, subscribe to the channel.
Samuel Price, come on in. Come on down to the Hungry Hound, baby. Thank you so much for the sub. Moving us one step closer to internet fame, fortune, and glory. And 20K. Subs. It's slowed down a little bit, but that's all right. As far as subs are concerned, I think that a lot of it is, Project Zomboid slowed down a little bit, or maybe it's just it's not them, it's me. I don't know. I'm not gonna even worry about it. Extreme, ridiculously rare survival essentials, ridiculously rare mechanics, ridiculously rare loot literature. Man, that's gonna be hard for me to say it over and over again like that. Endurance regeneration's normal. All this stuff is normal. Melee Movement disruption. We're not going to do the multi-hit. I hate multi-hit, by the way. I think that it's really stupid. We'll keep off the mini map because I don't really use it. Allow world map. We'll do that. Vehicles are recent vehicles. Survival vehicles are 1. We are at high. We have car spawn rate at high. Chance has initial gas low. Initial gas is very low. Lock frequency is going to be rare. We'll just do it extremely rare because it's kind of stupid when it's like 6 months later, right? General condition is going to be low. Extremely rare car alarms frequency. Car damage on impact is normal, and car damage to player from hit, that was for multiplayer. Just in case you guys are wondering. We're going to leave all of the, we'll leave all of this. Their infection mortality will be 2 to 3 days, so we won't know this time whether we're dying or not. I'm going to keep the zombie house alarm triggering off just because it's 6 months later. All right, advanced multiplier, as you can see, I've turned off the respawn hours. The population peak day is going to be 28. And, yeah, there it is right there. The rally group size, I think we're going to move this up because that's what it was before. We got this. Travel distance will be 50. Rally separation, I don't remember what this is. I'm going to say 50 as well. What does that do? The distance between zombie groups. Yeah, we'll do 25. Maximum is 25. Okay. All right, new thing. Scent of blood. Scent attraction modifier. I don't think I need any of this right here. Yeah, we'll just leave this as it is. This game is for masochists. What's up, Damien? How you doing? It really is. It's for me in particular. Haven't you tried more loot settings? I have not, Mountain Girl. Tell me about it. Mountain Geary, rather. Saw you for the first time a week or two ago. Probably my favorite Zomboid streamer now next to Ambiguous Amphibian. Samuel Price, thank you very much. And Everything Show, it's good to see you. Nick, I feel like it's tuned more for multiplayer. Insane in the membrane, insane in the brain. Insane in the brain! Zombie neighbors gonna come over to borrow a cup of brains, right? Exactly. Wow, the Luton van has 2 trunks, each with 300 kilos or whatever the weight of his storage. You have to enter the back of the van to reach the trunks, however. I didn't know that. Twitch sounds the same as always, not as exotic as being able to call yourself a YouTuber, though. You know what? It's all the same, brother. It's all the same. Twitch, YouTube, it's all the same. It just depends on what you like. What's your poison, I prefer, I'm lucky because I can kind of go back and forth if I wanted to. I just think that, in terms of like, and this is going to sound cheesy as hell, and I probably shouldn't say this wearing a punk rock shirt and all, but in terms of like revenue, YouTube is better. It just is. It is. It's in the 6 months that I've been here, I've yet to make the maximum amount of money I made on Twitch. So it's just better. But other than that, Twitch beats the pants off of YouTube in terms of social stuff, All right, let's go. All right, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time on this because people have mentioned to me that I should probably do an occupation and traits guide, and I think I'm going to do that today. I'm going to kind of go over everything, and then what I'll do is I'll clip out a portion of this stream and just kind of make my guides. That's a lazy way out, I know, because I should probably just like form a guide and do that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to do it. So the key if you're just starting out, occupations and traits, you want to choose a occupation that's going to give you some sort of combat skill. Now, combat skills are real important in this game. A lot of people think like, you know what, I'm going to think something like funny, like, oh, I'm going to be a farmer, because that's a great role play thing to do. But the reality is that if you want to last a long time, especially if you're new, you probably want to stick with something that's going to give you some oomph for your money, right? So like things like fire officer, which gives you a +1 on axe. Park ranger is a +1 on axe. Construction worker, which is really, really good, a +3 on short blunt. The reason why construction worker is so good is not only because it gives you a +3 on short blunt, but also because short blunts are just like everywhere, right? If you're in a pinch and you have like a metalworking mask and you have a propane torch, you can dismantle a car and likely get like two weapons out of the deal. Plus, short blunt actually with the impact and stuff, especially when you're panicked, you're going to be more likely to knock zombies down. So you can take on bigger groups more quickly. And that's really where people start to fall out of line when they start to die in Project Zomboid. It's because they're trying to take on hordes that are there's a couple reasons, but they're trying to take on hordes for that are too big for the amount of time that they've been in Project Zomboid, because their skill isn't high enough. The higher your skill is, the more likely you are the more likely you are to knock a zombie out in very few hits. That's the big issue, because it kind of turns into like a downward spiral if you're not selecting these things with combat skills. I mean, you could also do high learner and traits, but we'll get to that in a second. The deal is that the reason why most people die early on is because they don't understand combat via moodles, right? The moodles, which are on the top right side, which you don't see right now. Basically what happens is, you say like you take on 4 zombies, right? Well, it might take you like 5 hits to knock a zombie out, right? So that's, if you have 4 zombies, that's 20 hits. And it's going to reduce your stamina accordingly until you start to get like winded, right? And if you happen to be unlucky enough to run into other zombies immediately after, you'll get winded too quick. So you want to the best advice I could give is you want to like fight early on with weapons that you are suited for. So a construction worker would be +3 short blunt. Security guard, I don't really understand why that would be anything. Lightfoot and sprinting will do very little for you, unless of course you're doing something crazy. A carpenter's okay. It gives you a +1 short blunt. Burglar does nothing for you other than allows you to immediately hotwire cars, which really doesn't really matter. I mean, if you can get up to level 2 mechanics, which most people can fairly quickly within the first 15 days, you can pretty much get any car you want. Well, what's level 2 mechanics and dismantling every electronic watch you can find. Jeff's okay. Short blade is really good because it doesn't take as much of a stamina hit. Plus, you can always forge for stone knives and stuff. The problem with it is that you got to get close, and there's a dance that happens with things like fighting and stuff, right? Like your knife skills, you're so close to them. You got to understand like the when to back away and when to move forward, that kind of a stuff. So it's kind of like a dance. With short blade being the one where you're the closest to him, you could easily get grabbed. Repairman's really good because it gives you a +2 in maintenance. Maintenance is really important because every time that you hit a zombie or you hit anything, it's going to roll to see if there's if you've done damage to the weapon. If you have not done damage to the weapon, you get more XP for maintenance. Maintenance basically determines how long your weapon's going to last. So if you're playing with crappy weapons like spears and like metal pipes, because metal pipes are pretty crappy, believe it or not, you're better off moving up your maintenance. The easiest way to level up your maintenance is going to be through crowbars. That's a long blunt instrument, and yeah, so there's that. What's up, Dr. Mutilated? How you doing? Veteran for no panic. Yes, that's a good one. So farmer, I would stay away from that. Fisherman, I would stay away from fisherman as well. Doctor might be okay for the short blade, but I don't think it's really made for people that aren't used to the short blade. There was a time where you could actually do short blades all day long and never get tired. That's the benefit of using a knife. Veteran, desensitize is pretty important. Can be pretty important. It gives you a +2 on aiming, which is pretty good. I mean, you can +2 on reloading. Desensitize is good because it keeps you from having to constantly use beta blockers. However, as you go through the Project Zomboid days, like if you last for longer than, say, a month and a half, you will be desensitized plenty to be able to handle most zombie hordes. So that's one of those things that works early on but doesn't work later on. Nurse, I wouldn't even bother. Axe is really good, +2 and +1 strength. Strength is real important because you can knock down zombies a lot more. I've always said that if you can do as far as traits, which we'll get into in a second, if you want to do traits, strong and athletic or fit and stout are 4 very good traits. You can only choose 2 of those, but they're at they're a premium cost. But the reality is that it's going to take you forever to level up your fitness and your strength. So for that reason, it's better to have strength in the get go. Fitness instructor, there's another +1 short blade. Electrician, I have no interest in electricians. I mean, maybe for doing stuff like, I don't know. I have no interest in an electrician. This is no reason to get this either. Metal worker, no reason to get that. Mechanic, you get a +1 in short blunt, and you also get an amateur mechanic status, which means that you can actually, if you don't have to read the magazines to fix stuff, which is a pretty good stat, which we're going to go ahead and take that today. That's a +3 on mechanics, +1 on short blade. What that basically means is all I'm going to need to do to be able to start to work on cars, or to hotwire cars, is to get my electrical up to 1. Super easy. All right, so occupations and traits. So there's always somebody that always comes in and they're like, you know what? They like the idea of either being weak or very underweight or unfit or obese. I will tell you right now, or deaf. These right here will affect your gameplay long term. The reason why is because things like very underweight affect stamina, as you can see. Very low endurance and prone to injury. Very low strength. You're not going to be able to push down zombies. You're not going to be able to get away as quick, and you're going to get fatigued. Stamina is the number one thing that you have to really look for when you're fighting zombies and when trying to clear areas. Unfit is the same deal. -4 in fitness. As you can see right now, my fitness is normal. But watch this. When I add this trait, it literally knocks me down to 1, which is absolutely terrible. We're going to take that off because that just gives me shudders in my spine, baby. There really isn't much feature with electrician right now. It's just kind of exist. I know, right? Drunk mechanics, overweight, slow healer, easy takes. So overweight can be pretty good with especially you want to choose underweight if you're going to go multiplayer, and you're going to choose overweight or underweight because the way that the sleep mechanic works, it's tied into to calories and stuff. And so because you don't sleep in Project Zomboid, you're gonna gain weight, a lot of weight, because you're gonna be hungry all the time. But yeah, so those are the things that I don't suggest. For the longest time, I was doing thin skin, but it seems like they fixed that, where you get scratches and lacerations and bites breaking the skin. I especially don't want it for this run because we're doing Scent of Blood as well as Disinfect or Die, which are 2 really gruesome mods. All right, so as far as select occupations and trait, we have an amateur mechanic that's a +1 already in short blunt. As you can see, it's set +75 EXP. We could also do baseball player if we wanted to, and we could also choose a brawler, which would give us a +1 axe and +1 and long blunt, which I'm probably going to take, but I'm going to hold off for right now. For now, we're going to take strong for sure. That's going to be a -14 in points to spend. We're also going to take herbalist, because we don't know if we're going to be able to find any food. Finally, I'm going to take Keen Hearing. That's going to give him -26. So I'm taking Keen Hearing. As far as traits are concerned that are good for combat skills, there are really 2. Keen Hearing, 3 really. Strong, Keen Hearing, and where is it? Gymnast. Gymnast gives you a +1 on Nimble, and that means you can be, as I posted in one of my upcoming videos, slippery as snot on a doorknob. You can be pretty slippery. Big fan of taking Organized and Dexterous. Organized is good. So other than that, I mean, really, honestly, if you're going for a killing build, I would probably do something like Lumberjack and then just add Keen Hearing and Strong and go with Brawler and baseball player, because that would give you a level 2 on Long Blunt, a level 2 on level 2 on Axe, right? So I think those would be is it 2 on Axe? I think it's 2 on Axe. But yeah, I would probably stick with those. This is what I'm going to stick with right here. Herbalist, Keen Hearing, and Strong. We're going to go with High Thirst. As far as negative traits that work. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now because this could change tomorrow. A lot of these, because Project Zomboid is still in beta, they're going to make things harder, eventually. And they might do it midway a run. You just never know. I learned that the hard way when I used to choose Hemophobic as one of my favorite traits. Because it really did nothing. And then right in the middle of a run, they decided to make him hemophobic, where you're panicked if you even have a slightest blood on you. So, yeah, you want to, I stay away from that now. High Thirst is a good one. I choose Smoker because that's pretty easy to find. It's manageable because if you can find books, you won't get depressed. Prone to Illness is manageable right now. Flow Healer is manageable, although it might not be manageable with the mods that we have. And let's see, what else? I think I have a couple more here. Weak Stomach is manageable, and Slow Reader is manageable. So we got a -1 still. I'm going to go ahead and also do Short-Sighted. And Short-Sighted, the reason why I choose Short-Sighted is because when you're looking forward, it doesn't look like it really affects like the... I mean, it might affect tile-wise, what you can see, but it pairs well with Keen Hearing because Keen Hearing, it literally puts eyes in the back of your head and it extends your vision by like a couple tiles, which is real important because the way most people die is going to be from bitten from behind. That whole back thing really messes with you. Hemophobic is absolutely terrible to take now. Used to be free points. Yeah, what's up, Bloodling? How you doing? Yeah, so I could take probably overweight on this if I want to, but once again, I don't want to mess with my endurance too much. It's going to give me a -1 in fitness, and I'll show you coming in what that does to fitness because it really messes with things. Good occupations and traits that I look at. Like, I mean, like the twos, like dexterous and organized. I don't like. Schmerity really likes that, right? I think it's once you get a car, organized doesn't really matter as much, in my opinion. But dexterous can be good because you can move things really fast if you're in a real big hurry. We have 1 point to left. I'm gonna take Speed Demon as well. Speed Demon, what that means, I like Speed Demon. A lot of people don't. You make a lot more noise, so you attract a lot more zombies. But when you're dealing with like excessive amounts of hordes, and we got lots of map mods on here where we're probably going to run into hordes pretty quickly. The excessive amount of hordes will we can get through them with something like slow driver or Sunday driver. You won't be able to do it. You can barely. I always use dexterous. Dexterous is good. I've gotten many times from behind like that. It's annoying as hell. Yeah, Damien. So the easiest way to fix that is Keen Hearing because you don't even have to. I can scroll in all the way and pretty much stay scrolled in because I don't have to worry about something coming up from behind me and getting me. A lot of people will argue that as far as selecting occupations and traits, things like this, like Brave, which are like they don't give you a buff. They give you a buff, but it's like not like. It doesn't tell you how much of a buff. A lot of people will subscribe to that stuff. Graceful because you make less noise when moving. Inconspicuous. All that stuff can affect your gameplay, and it doesn't have like it's not tied into an actual skill. A lot of people suggest that stuff. I personally don't really usually do that stuff. Sometimes I'll take like Former Scout or something like that for a foraging run, but this looks okay right now. We're going to go ahead and go. Who wants to come on down to the Hungry Hound, baby? I've always used all thumbs for my solo playthroughs. I think it's free points. That and High Thirst. High Thirst is really free points because you have like so many houses. You know what I mean? There's an abundance of water even when the water dies. These skills matter, but is your character a bag of bricks? He might be. All right, who wants to come on down to Hungry Hound? Who wants to do it? We're gonna do a fellow content creator today. Schmerty Unger. We're going to have to give you a short hair. Give you short black hair, a little bit of stubble, as well as a porn stash. That porn stash is important. And let's see, do we have a mullet? We need all these things. We'll give you some curly mullet, a curly mullet haired guy. All right, Dr. Mutilated, another one. We'll do that then. Sorry, Schmerity. Dr. Mutilated. Yeah, so to just go over traits and occupations, they're really important, and the TLDR of this whole discussion is you really want to focus on combat because the quicker that you're able to build up your combat skills, the better off you are. Let Zombie Day commence. Giddy up! I'm gonna go stretch my legs for a second because I have a feeling this is gonna be a long one. Bad timing for me in high school watching during my spring break. My lunch break. Really? You're still in school? Oh, yeah, I guess some of you northerners are still in school, aren't you? Found you, watched you, love you. My first time watching your stream live and pretty happy about it. Wish you all the best. Hey, Feeder, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Mr. Mole. And Zach Michelson, come on down to the Hungry Hound.
Subscribe to the channel.
Moving us one step closer. Internet fame, fortune, and glory. If you're here, come on in, take your shoes off, get comfortable. We're about to get started. Now, we're doing pillows random spawn, so we don't know where we're going to spawn at. We could spawn outside. But we didn't. And we have a barricaded world. Let's see what we have here. All right, we're going to grab this. They're already coming in, aren't they? Fuckers. Get wrecked, zombie. I do believe we're in West Point again. That's an empty bottle. Should I try? Fuck me. Yeah! Yeah, baby! You can't get me. Love the content. Keep it up. Oh, shit. What's he got? A banjo. Ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. What's up, Allie? How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, noon, and good evening to you. Only had the game for a bit, so I have no idea on the names or locations. West Point again, I know, right? So you know where we're going. You know where we're going. I could go south instead. I gotta watch out. I don't need to be scratched. If I'm scratched, I'm fucked. Yeah, we're gonna take a brief step over to where my favorite part is. As far as West Point, so we're in the middle to downtown West Point. And I just got to be real careful here because I can't get scratched. We have Scent of Blood on, which would make it damn near impossible for me to survive. So I got to be real careful and don't get scratched by a whatchamacallit. I think that was a banjo, baby. Foraging Volume 4. So in West Point, I have like a couple places that I really like. Either like to go south of West Point or I like to go to this place that I'm about to go to. It's the best area that you can possibly you can get in, honestly. And it's good to my typical recommendation, what I've learned over time is that you want to get outside the city and work your way in. Man, for extremely rare house alarms, they sure do like to go off now, don't you? You also don't need to run. The game audio, hold on. The game audio is super tinny. Interesting. Let me see if I can do something about this. Check 1 2. Check. The Far West house by the river is good. Yeah, that's where we're headed, man. Not for you. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. What does that mean, Matt Parker? Audio is fine. Okay. Yeah, because come to think of it, I don't know if there's a way for me to like actually fix that. I definitely can't fix it on the fly. So we're going to be pretty thirsty running out of here, but the deal is you don't have to run. You don't have to run. What we need to find here is we need to find disinfectant pretty much pronto, as well as because we're using disinfect or die. Very important. Is it my audio? It's the in-game sounds are really bad. Your mic is fine. All right, let's turn this down then. I'm going to turn down the audio a bit. Oh, you know what? I don't even have to turn it down here. Let's turn it down here. And I'll investigate that later on. The music sounds good, but zombie sounds are like they were all inside a tin can. Weird, man. Weird. I have until 11:35 because school, so I'm going to watch the stream later if it's still going around 2:40 to 3. Yeah, I don't know if the stream will be on, but there'll be a VOD for you. There'll be a VOD for sure. I'm not going to even worry about cars right now. I'm just going to try to get out of town. That is really all I'm concerned about. This is the fire department. This is that new fire department they put in, I think. Your mic sounds like it's peaking on the in-game. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I haven't changed my mic much of anything. Oh, I don't really have to worry. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me pull this down. Shit. I'm not paying attention.
TEOSS023 subscribe to the channel.
Woo-wee. There sure is a lot of zombies.
Filunio subscribe to the channel.
Woo. Come on in, guys. Take a load off, baby. Sex thing.
Ali MG3 subscribe to the channel.
Teos023 Ali MG3 and by Alunio. Thank you so much for the subs. I appreciate it. You know, we're moving one step closer to internet fame, fortune, character. Yeah, it's a new character. We're none of my other characters have died. I just don't like to do episode 1s midstream. And so, like, when we died, the last one we played was a multiplayer deal, and we died so quick. And so, like, I just kind of spent the rest of the stream kind of messing around. Ooh, there's a lot. All right, we're heading our way out of town now. Every time he talks, the game sound goes up. Oh, quit messing with me, man. Things continue to go bad for me, so here I am. Yeah, there are too many. I already knew that was going to be the case, especially in West Point. But it is what it is. Yeah, I need some water, but we're going to be all right. I wonder what it is. Oh, you know what? Let's try this. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Can you hear me? Is that better? How is it now? It's not better. Okay, let me see. Trying to do things on the fly here. Is that better? Is that better? Check 1 2. Check 1 2. How about that? Shit. The bots are here. Well, that's the way it goes, isn't it? But I mean, I don't think a KPK's gotten here yet, so we'll just go ahead and just report this for I don't know, pornography and sexually explicit material. That sounds good. Maybe that'll get their attention. And remove them as well. Wow, they're there we go. Let's see. It sounded good to me. No, in fact, turned it back up on headphones till same. Honestly, don't worry, drunk. It's only when zombies shout. Really? That's interesting. Well, we were messing around with this like a couple days ago because I got my daughter a guitar, and I didn't have an amp, didn't have a practice amp, so she was just running through my mixer, and so like I was kind of messing around with it. I'm just wondering if I messed up some of the settings. We're about to be all right. No cheap dates, drunk. I know, right? Your voice is fine. The game audio changes every time. Weird. I wonder if it's something that's going on with Zomboid. Yeah, let me see. Let me check that too. Let me get past this real quick. Let's go to options and see what our voice is. See if that will work. How's that? It's fixed, I think. Yeah, but if the game sounds are normal for you, it's not the game. Yeah, the game sounds are normal for me. Hey, Scott, dude, I appreciate it, man. Good deal. Survived it while dealing with like thousands of zombies coming my way, right? Now, I'm not going to worry too much about this. I know I'm dehydrated and stuff, but whatever. Maybe I'll take off my shirt. Ladies, take a... There we go. Looking all hot right there. Let's go ahead and pull off our t-shirt, too. Oh, that's beautiful. It's going to be too many. I was thinking about going and grabbing that, but I think I'm going to hold off. Was throttling the game audio to voice audio. Yeah, good deal. Nothing in that blasted car. Of course they're going to come. We're just going to keep walking. Going to check the mailbox for any mail from the mailman. Mm-hmm. Real quick note, y'all. I'm going on vacation next week. So if you want to, I will do pictures on the Discord. We'll be Charleston, South Carolina. We're going. It looks like it's going to be good weather, too. I was really worried when we booked it that it was going to be hurricane season, and you never know on the East Coast what you're going to get. But it looks like we're going to be all right. I had to buy it outright with no chance of a refund. So, but I'll be going Monday through Friday. Be back on Saturday morning. So 5 days I'll be out of pocket. You know, like the pros, Zambi, spam bots, reading chat, and fixing audio. Couldn't have done that 3 years ago, I'm telling you. Things that you learn as you stream. Isn't that funny? I found a herbalist book. I'm already an herbalist. Damn it. Might grab this high value tech walkie-talkie. Keep rolling. I love the way the zombies will be found eating corpses occasionally. Yeah, it's really it makes make sure you eat some clam chowder and lobster. Yes, Matt, I'm looking forward to shrimp and grits, baby. So, what's your way to keep the game interesting you? I usually lose interest rather than quick when playing by myself. Flitter, what I do, right? Is it Fielder? Flutter, okay. What I do is basically see the reason why people lose interest in this game early on is because if you're losing interest in the game early on, it's because you're not making the game hard enough. You know what I mean? And the way to do that, there are a number of ways to do it. The best way to do it. Let me make sure is there anybody following me? Doesn't look like it. The easiest way to do it is to either increase the zombie count. That's the first way, like in vanilla. I can't get in here until I find a weapon. And there it is, baby. Looking good in the hood. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the easiest way to do it is to make it harder, basically. Good deal. And you can do that in a number of ways. Like, for instance, in my case, it's been through mods, right? I do worst vehicle condition. I just added Disinfect or Die because it makes sense. I mean, back in the day, right? Most people can't appreciate this, and I mean, I don't remember it. It's way before my time, but way back in the day, people would get scratched in the U.S. in a basically a first world country. They'd get scratched and then they'd die from infection. This was before penicillin was around, right? And you got to think that would happen in a 6 months later aspect too. So yeah, that kind of stuff. Disinfect or Die. You can add that. Worst vehicle condition, barricaded world, which actually allows you to forces you to do things that you wouldn't normally do. Like you could spawn in a house that's just open for zombies to come immediately in. It makes that things harder. Hey, keto is the only way to eat. Deadeye Dix, you are absolutely right. If you have some skin mods, technically, Matt, otherwise you get sensor white underwear, kind of like the Sims. The men's are really long and annoying for wearing the skimpy outfits in game. They are. It's the make PZs harder than almighty keto. Keto's king, baby. Cool. We got beta blockers. We got some vitamins. Take that razor so in case I grow a beard because I don't want to spoil this, taint this beautiful mustache I'm wearing. And that's all she wrote. We'll keep rolling. Do you have any idea how many zombie spawns work, or do most players just turn the respawning off? I turned the respawning off, just because I don't see a point in it. Because I play with such high zombie populations, and I like the idea of like being able to like wipe areas clean. I think it affects your gameplay because you spend a lot more time. Like you can tell yourself that I'm doing this to wipe the zombie menace clean, and so you can spend 3 hours trying to clear an area. You know what I mean? But yeah, the zombie respawn. It's like I don't know how big it is in tile wise, but let's say like I cleared an area. Let's say I go up here and I clear this area. Well, the chances of them migrating back are going to be very, 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 very low. So I might get one or two unless I get a helicopter event. Honestly, I No gas. Honestly, I understand. Oh, shit. Here we go. Go wear homegirl shorts. There we go. Looking good in the hood, man. I'm not going to even worry about it. Right, I'm in LMS challenge. I'm going to die of hunger, then zombies going to jam 2 bottles of bourbon. Yeah, so another thing, ridiculously rare loot would slow the game down too. Yeah, in the game modes, but you can do customized. You can do a customized run as well. Ooh, more cigarettes. And nothing in here. Keep on moving on. 18 more you can trap in winter. You can and that's with the last man standing challenge. That's the reason why I did it on I started on June, because getting situated, you're gonna have to forge. It's gonna be just too difficult. It would ramp up the difficulty like beyond compare if you did if you wound up doing like spawning in the winter with ridiculously rare food. I mean, as it stands right now, I'm probably gonna I'm gonna be hungry and start dropping weight pretty quick. Could be a house up here we can check out. Used Skyrim mod in Fallout 4, caused some issues, like not being able to jump. Skyrim mod in Fallout 4, really? Well, I changed it for phrase. I did. I could see where it was. I turned the VoIP. I think that it was coming through. See, some of these guys are going to have food on them. Not everybody, but some. First house. House number 1. And it looks like it's going to be all boarded up. We'll check the back and see if there's anything behind us. Boarded. I'm not going to worry about this just yet. They can't get to us, and we can't get in because we don't have a hammer. So I can actually maybe forage for a stone and maybe get a branch, but I'm not gonna worry about it just yet. Yeah, you need level 1 fishing to start catching fish consistently. We'll just keep walking. It's 1650. We found a flashlight. Got a bottle of bourbon, too. Those dried lentils, if I start to lose weight, you can eat all the dried lentils. It's gonna affect your thirst and your unhappiness, but you can get 3,000 calories, which basically means if you don't include them into food, it's a good way to buff up your weight. Fish for food and just boil the water for infinite water source. Yeah, but you have to worry about stuff that you can break down the door. I can break down the door by beating on it, but I can't really break down the door any way else, Arthur Wang. So it's not worth me sitting there for the next hour trying to beat down a door when I can just move up here. That wasn't the house anyway that I'm looking at. Here's another one that looks pretty much done as well. And barricaded world kind of makes things tough, too. Nothing in here. We'll just move on down. The disinfect out. Oh, can I disinfect with that? I didn't even think about that. Very nice. Okay. Man, we used all that bourbon. How about that for crazy? Is it worth it? Maybe so. There's a key. And a survival knife. And she's a strong girl. We're in good shape. Got 2 cars. Come on over here, baby. Good night, sweet prince. A little bit of gas. No battery. Just have everything else, though. Ooh, it's in bad shape. Missing a tire, too. Ooh, that is a terrible looking car. It's kind of like my new run, but without snakes mods. Man, that mod overhaul is fun. Yeah, we're gonna once we get rid of. I think Cromwell Archer is gonna be playing on our Last Man Standing server today. He's streaming it, so I don't know if you guys watch Cromwell Archer. He'll be on Twitch. Definitely something to check out. Holy hellfire! Sugar Lump's gifting 5 Drunkonlife memberships. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Now, those of you that don't know what Drunkonlife membership does, basically what it does is it allows you, if you get on our Discord, someone will put an exclamation point Discord for me to give them the place to go. You get on our Discord, you can actually try the challenge, the Last Man Standing challenge. It's going to open up. What you'll have to do to be on it, I'm going to pause this for a second, to get to actually see where it is, the thing, basically what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go onto... you're going to have to go connect your YouTube to Discord. And there's actually there's a channel in my Discord that shows you how to do it. And then that should open up what I call the YouTube champion section, which is YouTube sponsors, as well as Pros Pro members. Pros Pro members are the free way to get in, which is basically you become a Discord member, Drunkonlife Discord member, and you kind of just talk and do that sort of thing. You get it enough, you get to level 10, it opens up all the entire Discord for you. So, thank you very much. Thank you, Meatbag. Jasper? Koku? Welcome on in, man. Alan Bites and Sugar Lumps. Thank you so much for the for gifting these guys. And it makes me so happy when I see that the gifts go to people that have actually come in and hang out. All right, that's locked. I don't think there's any other way in, is there? There's not. We'll have to come back for all this stuff. Yeah, Bamsy. Well, I mean, it's summer, so, you know, it's 72 degrees in here. I need to kind of make sure that I'm, like, nice and, feeling nice and fine, you know? Did I go after these guys? Can I get in here? I can't. Wait a minute, there's a key. Oh, we got ourselves a med kit. Should I try this? This is a backpack. Yeah, we're gonna try it. We're gonna give this a shot. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's rock these guys' world. Get wrecked. Stand on y'all friend. Where are those? Not in great shape, but I'll take it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's everything. Come on, baby. Ain't zombie day. And they ran away from me. Guess my reputation precedes me. Why is there toilet paper in every car? I don't know. I guess you could probably ask that question when COVID happened too in America. Nothing in here. Go ahead and start dismantling these watches. The hordes are dumb in the city. Had to kite a ball of 30 plus yesterday just under my escape route. You know what's funny about that, Mr. Simey, is I like one of the things I didn't mention was I mess with the horde. Ooh, alcohol wipes. We'll take that. Good for disinfecting. All these watches I can dismantle. Mm-hmm. A broken window. What do I hear? A zombie. Thought I heard a zombie. Wow, weird. I can't unbarricade this. Gotta be real careful with that. It wouldn't make sense, but I think you can. I think this might be like some sort of a mod bug. Another empty bottle. Go ahead and fill everything up. We'll keep rolling. I took a break from PZ to play Stalker Anomaly, but I feel the PZ itch. It's bringing me back. Very nice. More bots. Hold on. You got the other one, KPK? They're coming in waves, baby. Thank you, my friend. 2,200 hours. We're going to have to go to sleep sometime. Another good I'm not 100% sure we're going to get around before darkness comes. A little slow on it, doing it with my phone. No worries, man. No worries. You've become the target of a maybe so. I guess that means I've arrived, right? They should spend more time trying to figure out like someone that cares. Now we're doing dark nights here, which could be a problem. But we have found we do have a flashlight with full battery, so hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. You guys ever hear the? I'm trying to think of the version of that. Was it Disturbed that did it? Did a pretty good job. I mean, at first I was kind of like a little bit put out by it. You know, I was like, eh. But I think ultimately they did a pretty good job. Hopefully I'll be able to get in here. Looking like everything's going to be boarded up. Weird. I can't. I don't think there's any way for me to get in. Man, I might be able to beat this thing down. What do I do here, y'all? Yeah, I don't think you have the right hammer. Yeah, it's the best bit of cover, true to the first song and artist, but putting your own touch on it. Yeah, it was pretty good. I need gasoline. It triggers you the first time because it's not the original, but they did the song great justice. They really did, and it really fit his voice too. Because when I first heard it, I was like, I don't know. It sounds like a metal band playing Paul Simon. Kind of weird to me. Interesting. If we can maybe find some like a stone. Really, really hoping to maybe find Come on, baby. I need stones and firewood pretty bad. I need a branch. Oh, wait a minute. I can get a branch. Right? By finding a bush. All right, so I got a tree branch. Come on, baby. Kind of cool. This crouching bonus and the weather effect hasn't been that bad. Because I have a flashlight, I guess it's going to give me. It's not going to give me a buff. Yeah, foraging in the middle of the night. The great idea, right? What I really need is a stone. Not that kind of stone. A little bit of gas. Missing the left tire. Wild dandelions. Anyone know what happened to Abba? Yeah, I think that they okay, so they got really sick for a second, and I talked to him or her. They said that that their computer crapped out on them. So that's really what kind of happened. So hopefully they'll get everything taken care of and then come back here eventually. My favorite bot. Yeah, we might just sleep in here. Hey, Drunk, glad I could catch a stream. Kept me entertained while working from home. Stay safe, brother. Much love from the UK. Hey, I hope you're not having to work too hard now that you're back in office. See what I'm gonna take a look at the window here. They're all intact, but just barely. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna sleep here. Any Rush fans? Oh, it's a bunch of dudes, Scott, dude. What do you think? It's really funny because my wife likes. I forget what song she likes by Rush. It's one song that she likes, and none of the other songs. And so like she's like, I really like the song. I was like, oh, so you're a Rush fan? She's like, no, I'm not a Rush fan. Like I don't think are there any. Rush is one of those things. Like it's synonymous with like it's even more of a dude thing than like D&D and stuff, right? You have like you have like if you go to a Rush concert, man, it's like it's the rock equivalent to going to an Agnostic Front concert. You know, it's nothing but dudes. You know, Agnostic Front is pretty bad because it's kind of, I don't know, has a homoerotic thing where you have like real meaty dudes like hugging on each other and stuff. Kind of weird. Ah, look at there. Go ahead and report this guy. Do we report him? Let's see, misinformation. Yeah, we'll call it misinformation because I do not suggest it. There we go. And what else do we need to do? Right here, we'll just go ahead and remove. We'll hide them as well. There we go. Beautiful. Animals, in my opinion, is the best album Floyd ever did. Yeah, Animals is that is a really good album. My life, big time Rush fan. Yeah, my wife loves Rush. Well, there are many. Trust me, there are many. let's continue to. I'm just gonna go have no search focus, and we're just gonna continue to search. We have food now. I have a couple fresh berries. Oh, looky there. Get wrecked, zombie. Echoes is my favorite song, but Wish You Were Here. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain. Can you tell it when you feel cold steel rail, mile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? It's a great song. You know, when I was growing up, I heard like that. I don't know if it's true or not, but they actually did that for what's his face? Who was the guy that Sid Barrett? Is it Sid Barrett that went crazy? They said that basically that he had like I'm gonna move some of this stuff over. That basically he had quit the band years before. And they were recording Wish You Were Here. Sorry, y'all. I'm adjusting stuff here. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and drink this. The whole "Wish You Were Here" album is dedicated to him, basically. Yeah. So the story goes that he just showed up. He showed up to a recording thinking that he was going to record. You know, because he was kind of nuts. A lot of those folks are nuts, but he was in particularly pretty friggin' crazy. Hey, KPK, you around? Sorry, y'all. I'm just gonna continue to do this. It looks like we got our bots are pretty yucky right now. Here we go. He was nuts, man. Sid Barrett was like absolutely like out of his mind nuts. Just got them. All right. Thank you. Mr. Simon, I guess, is that what that means? Is that what it means you get famous? You arrive and suddenly you have to deal with a bunch of like sex bots and stuff? It comes in waves, man. I've had them before, but I haven't had them be this much of a distraction as they are right now. Like usually they do 2 or 3 times and then they just kind of like go away. But you know, as more Twitch people start to come over to YouTube, I imagine that it's going to be more and more crazy, absolutely nuts. We're going to go ahead and just keep moving this way. I am a little chilly, it looks like. But I mean, I'm wearing shorts and no shirt. Trying to kill your run, I know, right? Wow. 20% of you guys said that L is for loser, 3+ times death. Well, I'm going to have to die. I'm going to have to die pretty quick here for me to reach that. They used to be crazy bad on Tumblr specifically. Well, YouTube will figure out a way to fix it. And we were looking for these things yesterday, and we couldn't find them anywhere. And now suddenly they're everywhere. Yeah, if you get famous, there's sex bots. Apparently so. I know, right? In my early in my early 20s, hold on. Crazy how much tipstone I'm finding. In my early 20s, I'd watch the Wall movie every night, smoking and trying to make sense of it all. Kind of weird, like Pink Floyd's philosophy. I mean, they would probably get so canceled and what I do here, y'all. Nice little group there. Got one backpack. I don't really need the backpack, but there might be food. And it looks like an axe over there, too. I'm going to draw them. Let's do it. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. I'm going to try to save my my weapon as best as I can. Here they come. Here's that axe. I want it. I know I have a baseball bat, but I just think that I can probably wear this out a little bit better. They're going to drive me all the way back, aren't they? Fuck it. Wait a minute, I got a nightstick. Fuck. Finally wearing them out. Get wrecked. Level 2, baby. Jesus. Cool. Large backpack with nothing in it. What a waste. Why's your guy not cold? Since it's in friggin' June, man. It's 63 degrees outside. You got nothing to worry about. Everything's all right. Need to use that Dylan's zombie loot mod next time. I actually have it. KBK, I actually added it to it. Oh, I thought it was 6 months later. It is 6 months later, but I adjusted it. It's 6 months later, but 6 months later with in June. So it started in what, January or something? Slippery. Here's where they all came from, man. Finally, I can smoke a cigarette. No gas. These are ass cars anyway. Is it 420 Fahrenheit is high? Yeah. 420 Fahrenheit would like you can cook something. But 64 degrees means it's warm enough for me to go shirtless. Just barely. But it's warm enough but cold enough to not be able to go take a dip in a lake or something. Well, we got food. We'll get and loot it all. We'll figure it out here in a second. I got my beer can. Well, all right. A KPK. How annoying is this? If thank you, KPK. Sorry, man. Did you say beer can? I got my beer can. What's up, Wom? How you doing? It's good to see you, my friend. Long time no see. I'm gonna have to get Drunk's misunderstood lyrics going, right? Like get some sort of a meme going because sometimes I'll say something like sexy thing, sexy thing. Everybody thinks I'm saying something else. I can't remember the different things that people have said. Oh yeah, you're right. I need to smoke. Thank you. I forget we got cigarettes. It's really cool that they've lowered the cigarettes down. You know what I mean? Because when you find them on people now, you only find like a smattering, like 10 or 5 or something like that. Now that might be ridiculously rare loot in the making. I don't know. But it's nice to have. Now we don't have a can opener yet. Hopefully we'll be able to find a can opener in one of these houses. We're basically gonna look in here, see if we can find something. Got ourselves a wrench. That's good. Why'd I do that? No gas in there. We're finding stuff. There's nothing that's going to really do us any good right now. I thought it was 60 planes. 60 planes! The small amount of smoke seems to be the rare loot mod. Been playing with it. Really? Before we go in here, let's go ahead and I'm going to wash myself off. I'm all grimy and stuff. Everybody's got it wrong. For me, it's clear as day, but I guess because I'm singing it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that Nirvana song. I was listening to this documentary last night, and one of the critics he's like, yeah, you couldn't understand what he was saying, which I could perfectly understand what he was saying because I was so used to listening to punk rock. But he said something like mashed potatoes. Like I think that's the Nevermind thing. The I feel stupid, and Contagious. I think he was like, I feel stupid. Mashed potatoes. Here we are now. Entertain us. Teen Spirit, that's it. I was watching a pretty good documentary. They went all the way back to like MC5 and stuff. And they were talking about like CBGBs. I don't know if you guys know this, but CBGBs was supposed to be like. Oh yeah, I need to pour that out, don't I? CBGBs was supposed to be country bluegrass. I forget what the other G was, but it was CBGB. It was country bluegrass and something else and something else. It was literally like they made it in New York. It was one of the only places that you could play live. And so the guy, he's like an old dude. Obviously, he was younger then, but he was an old dude, and he was talking about it. Like, you know, he's these bands that would come in. None of them were really considered themselves to be punk because punk wasn't a thing. They were just doing something different, you know? And then there are bands that got kind of lumped in, like Talking Heads and stuff, because they were doing stuff differently. Well, we just walked right in, didn't we? I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, nothing in there. Nothing in there. What makes Barricaded World so challenging is the fact that these doors, like a lot of times these doors are closed, so you can kind of like pick and choose where you're going to go. Got ourselves a hammer. We'll make this a weenie warmer. Looks good to me, man. I'll come back to it because we're going to stay here. But it doesn't look like we're going to stay for very long. Wow, there is nothing here. I got a can opener. That's all that matters. We'll go ahead and dump this in the fridge. And they fixed. I think that was maybe a mod problem. feel like I heard something. Get you some purple drink also. What is investigate area actually? It allows you to forage. I'll show you here in a second. I'll just demonstrate. Really kind of hoping for maybe a book or two, but it doesn't look like we're going to be lucky. I'm going to come down over here. Check out another one of these houses. Fuck, we're going to have to, let's go grab that hammer. Get that lean on, I know, right? A little bit tired. I'm not ready to go to bed just yet. I'm gonna go ahead and take some of these. Oh, wait a minute. We got more stuff over here. I've been tweaking my 6 months later settings for 2 days now. Sometimes flirt with a multi-hit, but it just feels bad, so I'm restarting. I once they turned off multi-hit, I mean, a lot of people complained about it, but I never looked back because I think you're kind of cheesing the system at that point. But you know, I'm a hardcore player, so I prefer for things to be difficult. You know. This might be full of zombies. Or maybe not. Hard to say. Nothing in here.
Scott Dude super chatted $2.12. Don't forget to tip your bartender.
Scott, dude, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. $2.99, thank you very much. It'd be cool if it was a setting that you tired very quickly or something. Well, Nerve Herder, all you have to do if you want to tire very quickly, all you have to do is make yourself a sleepyhead or unfit, and you'll tire out in no time. Flat. I dig multi-hit. It feels right. If I swung a bat at a group, I'd expect to hit a few in said group. Much empty. Very empty. But this is what you get when you have extremely rare loot, right? Ooh, and there's nothing. Walking corpses rot pretty quickly, slowly, depending on the seasons and temperature of the environment they're in. We are definitely not going to be able to stay here. There's literally nothing. Go ahead and fill all of our bottles here. Thing.
Alex Asnew subscribed to the channel.
Alex Asnew, thank you so much for the sub, my friend. Lots of bags, but really not much of anything else. Go ahead and turn this on. The bots are not are pretty much wanting to do stuff, right? I meant multi-hit, but if it should tire you quick or something you could change on the fly or sub-menu or maybe just a few rare items. Koku reported the bots, but that'll probably warn me to do anything. Now, what I could do, hold on, let me mess with that while we're waiting on this. I wonder. I'm gonna try this, y'all, and see the one. Like I have this set to subs only. But I'm not going to do just members only because that's not fair to people that don't want to subscribe. But I might do a duration of a minute and see if maybe that will work.
Phrase super chatted $2. Activate the bot buster 2000.
I know, right? Thank you for the super chat phrase. I'm not real worried about it, honestly. I mean, it's annoying, but YouTube's going to have to grow up, you know? You got to get used to it. We have bots on Twitch too. Just want to see what the temperature is. What a day to be a sub, indeed, right? I kind of. I hate it. You know, that's the reason why I went from like no subs, like you know, just unrefined talk to like actually moving it to subs. Some people had a problem with that, right? They were like, well, I don't want to have to like sign up for you to sub to you, so just so I can talk. But the reality is that it's because of that. You know what I mean? Because of that, I just felt like I need some sort of mitigation between the two. And I bet you I can. I wonder. I bet you I can actually mess. I can actually mess with with my other bot and like turn on words that would trigger. I was hoping to find a book here, but I didn't. That's probably what I'll do. Is I'll send another bot. Yeah, they're pretty thick today, KBK. Let's eat something. I'm gonna grab one of these two. Grab a beer. Grab a chili. And the reason why I'm doing the chili rather than the soup right now is because go ahead and eat this too. Is because if we can find like a like some sort of a pot, then we can actually cook the chili and for more for better nutrition. And I'm going to try to mitigate this as well. Ain't gonna do everything, but whatever. Just feeling a little sad. Does the investigate area feature only work for foraging plants, stones, and branches? Well, Alex, there's a lot more stuff that you can forage. When you're just starting out, like if you have like a level 1 foraging, you're not gonna be able to find much. But what it does is it expands out. Here, let me show that mechanic. I'll show it tomorrow. We're gonna go to sleep in a second, and I can kind of show you like the full features of the thing. It's kind of cool. Like if you wear sunglasses while you're foraging, you get a debuff. If you wear something like a metalworking mask, you get a debuff. If it's at night, you get a debuff. If it's in the daytime and it's foggy, you get a debuff. There's all sorts of things. If you're crouched, you actually get a buff. You know, if you're level 3 or 4, you can find small animals and stuff. You can find other things in the dirt by foraging with the higher skills. So it's pretty damn good. You can find lots of cool stuff foraging, especially near piles of trash on the ground. I've found recipe max. Yeah, so yeah, you can find all sorts of stuff. But the deal is you got to buff up. And right now, like let's see what our skills are looking like. We're level 2 short blunt. Our electrical's at 6 at 75, so we'll eventually get there. We're level 3 mechanics, which means we can pretty much do whatever we want to on cars. We just got to find the things that we need to get. We actually need to be able to hotwire a car. I was walking around in a baklava foraging. Yeah, I figured that it was bad after too long. Yeah, I'll show you how you can check. There's a way, like right here, while you're foraging. See that right there, vision effectiveness. There's a darkness effect right now that's a debuff, minus 60% because we're inside and it's dark. But my trait and profession gets bonuses for berries, for crops, mushrooms, medicinal plants, wild plants, junk, and trash. So we can find all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's pretty expansive. I'm going to stretch my legs for a second, y'all. We've been on for almost 2 hours. Go ahead and go to sleep. Hopefully we won't wake up. Not sure where I saw the garbage pile thing. Maybe here. Works really well. I imagine that's an inside thing too, right? Like or an outside, like a city thing. I very rarely forage in the city. Yeah, we were able to sleep. Slept like a baby. We got 2 more places that we can check out, and then after that we're probably gonna bolt out of here. No moodles, baby. Sometimes there's events back here. There's another one right there. Just what I was worried about. I'm going to let them bang. Oh, there was somebody else right here. Get wrecked, zombie. Looks pretty quiet. I'm going to close this door up. Nothing's really been compromised in here. Oh boy. Some frilly girly underpants. The good weapon, y'all. Crowbars are great weapons. Now I don't have any buff in that, but crowbar is probably one of the better weapons you can find for maintenance, especially. Absolutely nothing in this house either. We didn't check in here to see if there's any, no books. Right, we're gonna head down here. What's the question? The One Ring will tell you. 91 likes and 130 watching. Very nice. Very nice. Hey, yeah, and that reminds me, y'all. If y'all are enjoying the stream, by all means, give this a thumbs up. It actually helps the channel, and I do appreciate it. Crabbots, where were you? He was gone for 30 seconds. You all blew it. Don't come back now. But Patrick Burke, it's good to see you. Finally up early enough to catch you live for once. Hey, man, thank you very much. Thank you for setting your alarm and getting here, baby. Wait, how am I able to post? I lost my membership to Drunk. What do you mean you lost your membership? No. It's not subs. So subs are Twitch, right? Subs here are just, you just sign, you just sub. You sub to the channel. Memberships, I can make it all members now, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to cut people out. I won't do it even if the bots get it ridiculous, Can you open locked doors with a crowbar? You can't open locked doors, but you can pry open other things. All right, now we need to... I'm going to walk. One of the tricks that you can use, like right now, I'm just going to try to avoid trees. And I'm going to do that by using the walk to button. It'll make it a lot easier for me, a lot safer, so I don't like accidentally run into a tree and get scratched. Very important for something like this. There's our house. We're going to see if maybe we can find something here. Maybe a pot or a pan. We're going to definitely have to go into West Point. What does that say? Ben's cabin? Oh, bang, bang, yeah. This would be as easy to do this, though. Missed the garage. Oh, I did go. I went in the garage earlier, Liebgot. Wrapping Volume 3. It's the first book we found. Go ahead and fill all of our water bottles up while we're here. You'd also open it with a with an axe too, right? There's nothing here. Yeah, so we can avoid trees by doing this. Considering that I'm shirtless, it's probably a good idea that I do it. There was a Ford. Oh, yeah, but it was like level 4. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to get to level 4. I'd be amazed if I got to level 4. Now, I could like hang out here and probably at this point with the fishing line and stuff, I could probably just kind of like not have to worry about anything. But I think what I'm going to do, we'll go inside and I'll like discuss what I think I'm going to do here. All right, so what we can do right here? Okay, so this is our map so far. Right, we're up here. There's a nice little riverside lake right there. We started off down here. What I think we're gonna do is we can go one of two routes. We can either come down here. There's like the little section of West Point that we can start to take over, and maybe find food and stuff. Or we could come down here. We have several houses. This house, this house, this house, and this house that we have not checked out yet. I think that's going to be the best, our best route, even though it might be a little bit further than the West Point thing. The actual outpost of West Point. I want to say that's about right here. So I think our best bet would be to come down here and search for food, maybe books and stuff. And it's only 1,300 hours right now. I'm gonna start dropping some of this stuff. Oh, we went through an ass ton of battery. Kind of wondering if it'll be a good idea for us to go down there right now. Really don't need that many. You have Snake's mod on? Still haven't seen the abandoned ship. Honey Banani, we don't, but I'm probably going to do that coming up in the future. The abandoned ship, I could show you where it is on the map, but it's going to be a bit of a challenge for us. Go ahead and drop some of this. Because apparently it's not just like right off the coast. You have to actually like build stuff out to get to it. I talked to Snake yesterday, asking him about it. Man, those dandelions didn't last very long at all, did they? Go ahead and eat the dog food. As a noob, I'll put on all the clothes that gives protection, even if you get warm, you don't need the protection or what. Bamsy, I'm kind of playing with fire here because I haven't Disinfect or Die mod on. But really, honestly, I'm not real nervous about it. The only thing that might happen with me, with the level I'm at, would be I could potentially scratch myself. If I scratch myself, I have Disinfect or Die, but I have sterilized bandages, so that's good. I think all I have to do is put on the sterilized bandage for it to work. I might have to disinfect. I don't know. Do I have my let's go grab my bourbon instead. Because I might have to disinfect it on top of it. If I get scratched, then I have like a very short window, a very small time frame to disinfect it. Try to get down to that house. We'll loot the houses all around. Protective layers save lives. Yeah, unless you're the pro's pro, I would recommend wearing clothes. I'm not real worried about it though. What happened to my antidepressants? Did I leave them? Layer up in winter for sure, yeah. Almost lost. Hot water doesn't infect with fire. That mod I tried already. Really? So you're saying that the sterilized bandages you can't sterilize them with hot water? Being able to not get damaged while killing plague hearts in state of decay is a trap. I know, right? I need to pick up that game again. I have it. I've actually entertained playing it on here. But it's so hard for me to do it. You know what I mean? Partially because it's been forever since I played it. I don't know if I'd bring anything to the table. You know what I mean? Like Brian Menard is like the guy to watch for that, and wouldn't be me for sure. I was touring around with Lethal Zones probably about a year and a half ago. The last time I played it, and I got wrecked. I mean, it was like over like quicker than I could. I was trying to be funny because I was actually co-streaming it with somebody else. And I was trying to be funny since I was I set it up to try to make it as hard as possible so that way the struggle would be real. And the struggle was real. It was so real that I got wrecked like in like record time. Probably like 10 minutes. I don't think they see me. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? We'll dismantle everything. Isn't they far out now? I thought State of Decay 3. I think it's coming this year. I think. But I might be wrong about that. We're going to try to make it to this house. Maybe sleep there and then provided that there's a door that will protect us. And kind of go from there. You should do a barehanded playthrough. How fun would that be? Jeff Kaz.
Subscribe to the channel.
Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Moving us one step closer to internet fame, fortune, and glory. Come on in, take your shoes off, get comfortable, baby. This holding something in secondary slow a cat tax. I don't think so. It doesn't seem like it does. Watching you try to play an FPS. I have played a couple. I played The Infected, I think. I don't mind it so much. They have to like the problem with for me with FPSs is I tend to get like motion sickness. Especially I don't get motion sickness when I'm just playing it and not doing this stuff, but you got to realize I'm like looking at 3 screens, constantly going back and forth. So it's easy for me to get all wobbly and stuff, We're going to head down to this house. Is there an unarmed skill bar? There isn't. That'd be a problem. Now, I have thought about doing like a ammo only, like a weapons only run. And I've had there used to be a guy that used to come on here all the time. I can't remember his name to save my life. He used to be he was like one of my first Twitch people. He would tell me that he would suggest trying to do a no kill run. Which might be doable in an apocalypse, but when you start to get into like very high zombie populations and stuff, it becomes kind of like almost overbearing. You know what I mean? You can't run anywhere. You can't move zombies around. Or you have to move large groups of zombies around just to get to one space. I don't think that it's the State of Decay 3, the release date is still to be announced. They're still kind of working on, I don't know if you, there's another one. They're still kind of working on the mechanics. Get wrecked. Too bad his hair doesn't grow on his chest a little bit more, huh? Can you dual wield? I just realized that I've never tried it. You can't dual wield anything. I mean, you can dual wield stuff, but it's not going to do anything for you. Pacifist with the pit trade mod, perhaps. That might work. I don't know. There's just so much content that I need to do, right? I was hearing stuff. Like, for instance, who was it that was asking me about Honey Banani asked me about Snakes mod, the ship. That's going to be some content that I'm going to do eventually. I might just try to cheat my way through it, though, just so I can show it off. We've already been in the mansion, but we haven't been all the way in the mansion. And we took care of the Riverside area for Snakes mod. And we played Rick Grimes there for a second as well. Rotten carrots. You can probably sleep here. I mean, it's not the most ideal place to sleep, but might be all right. Bottle of disinfectant. There we go. Seems safe, doesn't it? Or should we push on? The game volume is lower than usual in comparison to your voice unless I'm losing it. No, I turned it down because we were having issues early on. Here, I'll turn it back up here for you. We really couldn't figure out what was going on. There we go. We couldn't figure out what was going on with with my voice, but we figured out is VoIP. It was like anytime that I got near zombies, the VoIP just went apeshit. Eventually, there'll be a sprinting zombies dog mod when 42 comes out, right? A sprinting zombie dog mod, possibly. My first time kills on LMS. Last Man Standing was from booting the zombies to death. We're looking pretty good now, baby. Just speed her on up. Try to get through this book, you know. What's up, Screenoid? How you doing? Good morning. Hope your day is going well. It's going very well. Today's a work day, but other than that, I mean, I can't complain, you know. I'll be able to watch, if so, because that'll be my first day at Grandma's. Even the we getting in pretty late on the 11th of this month. Even though we are getting in pretty late on the 11th of this month. So funny, man. I have to I mean, I'm a victim of typos all the time too. So. Trying to read into what people are actually saying. I didn't bring any food. I probably should have brought food. I just didn't think about it. I figured I'd be fine without it. I think we have a car down here. Doesn't have much gas in it, but I think it all it needs is a battery, which are going to be really difficult to find. Yeah, fog can be pretty I mean, I've fought in the fog, man. I'm not too worried about it because I have keen hearing. I think this is the car right here. I think this is the car. Now, it's missing a tire, too, so we're going to need to get a jack and stuff as well. I'm going to check it out here. That's missing a battery as well. And plus, it's just a crappy car. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, right? Come up here first. Yeah, that's the aiming trick always works, right? Come on, baby. Come on back here. Come to Papa. Feels so good, baby. Be all sneaky and stuff. Did we go in here? We didn't. Maybe we did and we just missed it. I think we did. All right, we got some red wine. Used to have a 68 Impala till a few years ago. It looked about as good as shape as that 66, 67 there. Still miss it though. Yeah, dying to play. I had a like a 69 Volkswagen Bug, and I love that car. The fact that you can just pull the engine out was just pretty freaking amazing to me. And I'm not even technically inclined, but I could fix that car. It was really crazy. I think I put an alternator on it or something. Pretty freaking amazing. I loved it. Low center of gravity. So you could just do crazy turns going like 30, 40 miles an hour. Red wine. 5 out of 7 cops in my last man standing run. I found ammo and guns. That's the only place you're going to find ammo and guns. It was wasted too, man. It was like primer gray. I mean, I just beat the car to shit. It just made it look cooler, you know? Run! Figure I might as well use my my knife. Unbelievable that there's like really nothing here. No food here. I haven't died yet, Flatter. I haven't died. This is not going to be a death day. Sorry. It's a drunk day. It's not a death day. Beautiful. We are just checking the low-hanging fruit before we have to, until we're forced to go into West Point. Did join a few minutes late, but he hasn't died so as far as I've watched. Yeah, I died in 2 hours with 1 kill on LMS. Got a brutal spawn point and died of tree scratches. Can't believe some of you are still alive. Yeah, it's pretty nuts that they did. I died in 6 hours because I got a tree scratch almost immediately. And once you have a tree scratch, I thought I might have gotten lucky. I found a couple ambulances, but none of them had a disinfectant. Because you literally have like once you get scratched, it's like 15 minutes in real time to find something to disinfect. So I didn't stand a chance. And then to top that off, You can also get they smell blood. Which makes it hard as well. Oh, did I leave my shit? Remind me that I need to go back and get my knife. Last house, then we'll go back and grab that knife and I'll head back home. I'm a bit hungry. We have food at the house. Somebody on that window. See if this door will open. It won't. Doggone it. We'll let them bang for a second. If you wanna bang. DayZ was pretty difficult for me. Yeah, I think DayZ's pretty difficult for everybody just starting out. Whew. The book's a good find for someone that's a smoker. That's a good find, too. Nothing else. You believe it? $842 hours on DayZ standalone. Thought I was also played DayZ mod. Really, Elgman? I don't have that many hours. I think I have like 20 hours or something. And that was a long time ago. Last playthrough ended after 24 days of thriving. Then I thought I could fend off a smaller horde while exhausted. It did not work. Yeah, we're gonna head back to that house. I'm gonna pick up stuff, and I guess what we're gonna have to do is this ridiculously rare loot is gonna force us to head into West Point. Because that's all the low hanging fruit. There's one more house, but it's a ways down. I don't want to deal with it. Some stale Cheetos. Hello. It's good to see you, my friend. I don't know if you know this, but you are an official Drunkonlife sponsor. Someone gifted you a sub. Either, I think it was the last during the RimWorld game, I believe. Go ahead and remove it and dismantle this bitch. Oh, I just put it back. Okay, never mind. What is the zombie population on this playthrough? This is very high. One notch below insane. I don't mind doing insane. The problem with insane, I'm going to say this. It's a shtick for content creators for the most part. That's what I've kind of come to draw that conclusion, because you are literally spending days trying to clear out an area, and for whatever reason, it gets clicks. You know what I mean? Like if you're like, ooh, the toughest blah 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 ever. I mean, not to say that this isn't a shtick too, I guess, ridiculously rare loot and that kind of stuff, but it does make it more challenging, and at the same time, it allows me to do other things other than just simply like go around and show my beastly combat skills. You can't trust anyone on DayZ. Yeah, that's really true. Oh, very nice, Triple G. I figured I'd miss you this week, this Wednesday today, because you always seem to be so busy. I might drink this bottle of wine. We got wine. I got some. I got wine. I have some soup. I don't have a stock pot yet. How are my weapons holding out? We can move to that crowbar. We can move to the hammer if we wanted to. The crafted spear. I'm going to go ahead and equip that in both hands. Your ducks. Go ahead and drop that. Also have a couple hand axes. And a wood axe as well, I'm not going to use. Yeah, Insane just rules out any real play in the cities. It really does. It really does. Now, very high, it might do it as well. But not as badly. Not as badly. I've had a couple people complain about it a little bit. And I understand. I mean, while it's fun to kill things, like to spend 2 hours trying to do stuff, I want it to be challenging. But I mean, let's face it, survival in a zombie apocalypse would be more than just killing zombies, right? I mean, you'd be searching for food constantly. So I think ridiculously rare loot kind of fixes that. And with a 6-month run, you would think that all the houses would be just smashed up completely. Drunk should do a high-rise base in Louisville. We're in West Point, so we could possibly make it into Louisville, Yeah, there was a couple people that have gifted here lately. I've had like three gifted, three people gift 5 subs each, which is pretty impressive. Now, I don't know how many people are going to utilize it with gifted subs for this channel. The good thing is that if you are a Project Zomboid player, you can always jump on and play on our private server that's in the YouTube champion section, which you don't see unless you connect YouTube and Discord together. And there's like a channel in the Discord that kind of shows you how to do that. Gaunt Triple G shows up just as the sex bots disappear. I think that's a weird coinkydink, huh? Yeah, I've died from missing with the spear, or not missing, but like actually doing an animation that I wasn't intending on it doing. I had a long run going. All of my long runs have died from like just weird mishaps, Like all my long runs, like lately, I've had a couple that have died in cars, right? Where I'm driving a car and the battery just dies on me, just gives out, and by the time I realize that I'm surrounded, obviously the mushroom one was a terrible death. I had one where I was like where I leaned in to I was like aggressively going at a zombie, and I was leaning in, and I guess the minute I leaned in was the same time it was coming down, and it bit me before I could actually complete my knife stroke. That was like a weird Zomboid glitch. In fact, everybody, people that even ribbed me were like, yeah, that seemed like it was no fair. What other ways have I died? I've died by a tree branch twice. Died once with the disinfector dye. I didn't have any disinfectant, which was understandable. And the other one was I was talking to you guys, and it I just ended up like bleeding out and didn't even realize it. Even though you guys were like telling me, I wasn't even paying attention. Are we going the wrong way? I'm really not paying attention. I think we're going the wrong way. To you, sir. Doing very well, thank you. How are you doing? How many deads already? Not a lot. I'll show you here in a second. We're just gonna try to get back to our safe house here. Dr. Mutilated. I'll show you my stats for this run as well. I'm using the same stats that we would be using for multiplayer. And I've added like 1 or 2 other mods, but not really anything that's going to be like breaking or anything. It's essentially the same as my private multiplayer server. Well, that's troubling. They don't have a saw either. I just hate the fact that I'm going to eat this. You know, screw it. We're going to eat half. Doesn't like little dried beans. Wow, that didn't even make me all the way full. Probably made me thirsty, though. I wouldn't chomp them, but I've sucked on dried lentil, split peas, and kidney beans at times. Really? Hey, I've never played Project Zomboid. I really like survival games. I've always been into more tactical FPS general, but Zomboid seems fun. I just don't know if I should buy it. Bruh puppy, buy it, man. I have roughly 3,000 hours in this, and I mean, well, it's different than say what you're used to playing. This is the most complete project zombie survival game out there. There's just not one that's gonna like even come close. Not even come close. The amount of things that you can do, the amount of mods you can make, there's just no comparison. I'm playing on high just now, and it took me 2 weeks, 1,500 Zeds in game to clear a safe spot in Moldrow. So I'm 3 days in, 75 zombies killed. This is Dr. Mutilated Unger. He's a mechanic, high thirst, keen hearing. Slow healer, prone to illness. We're a smoker, weak stomach, short-sighted, slow reader. We're a speed demon, strong, and an herbalist. So, why don't you spearfish drunk? I guess I could, couldn't I? It's about that time too, isn't it? Thing.
Brew Puppy, subscribe to the channel.
Brew Puppy, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Moving us one step closer to internet fame, fortune, glory. Only 75 days, 75 dead in 3 days. Come on, man. I'm playing with ridiculously rare loot, worst vehicle condition, barricaded world, and a heavily populated, very high population. And I spawned in West Point. Come on, man. Come on. Well, they started making these fish dangerous uncooked. Isn't that some shit? I mean, the bad part about it is I'm gonna have to so I can't do sushi. We'll probably just carry it with us. I'm going to read a bit. Read my trapping, No sushi for you. Why you don't wear clothes? I don't know. Because it's summer. June 12th, and I'm feeling like a manly man. I have almost 600 hours in it. I think I need help. Granted, I bought it a while now. Jasper, if you have any questions at all, you can ask me. If I can't answer you, there are a lot of really good Zomboid players in here as well. You're doing pretty well for playing on the most difficult setting that you've ever played. What a pro gamer. There you go, Flutter. Yeah, this is actually as far as because okay, so what makes this so incredibly hard. Okay, so I'm spawning in. I spawn in a random spot. So I don't know where I'm going to spawn in at. So I can't choose like places that I'm comfortable with. I just got to I got to let it spawns me in and I got to deal with whatever the consequences are, right? Worst vehicle condition means that I can't just find a car. Most cars are going to be just completely like leveled. Some of them are going to be missing batteries. Some of them are going to be missing tires, that sort of thing. Pair that with ridiculously rare loot, where you're not going to be able to find as many. You're just not going to be able to find much loot, you know. So that, and then I have disinfect or die. So if I accidentally scratch myself, I have a limited window where I can disinfect it, or else I'll like die. I'll die. I'll bleed. I'll like die of the infection in literally like 7 in-game hours or something. And then to top that off, if I do get cut or lacerated, I have something called They Smell Blood. That's mod, which basically means that every zombie around me is going to be attracted to me. So all that stuff together puts it for a pretty difficult run. The only way I could probably make it more difficult is with sprinters, but I'd probably have to lower the weight though. Yeah, but this run doesn't matter. He died on the one that did. This is his redemption. Yeah, Mr. Simon, that's true. That's true. And I refuse to go on the multiplayer server because I just don't think that's fair. You know what I mean? To restart and and do another character just because it's my server. It sucks that I got knocked out so quick, but you know, it's only fair. I don't know how long it's going to last. I know Cromulent Archer's jumping on there, so. So West Point was the first spawn I picked when starting my first game, which was in hindsight probably the worst spawn pick for starting, which means I was stupidly good at keeping myself alive. Yeah, Jasper, the what I usually, as far as like ranking towns, I would say Rosewood, then Riverside, then Muldrow, then West Point. Those are the ones. With sprinters, everybody would be dead already. We might do a sprinters challenge, Mr. Simon. We might do a sprinters challenge. If I do a sprinters challenge, I'll allow you guys to pick your spawn point. Good done. Drunk, only one life is only one life. That's right. You're out, you're out. You know what I mean? It just is. I wish you could figure out how the multiplayer works so I could play with my friends. It's pretty easy. Here, let me show you. I'm going to quit this and just show you how easy it is. I'll stop the game for a second. I bought PZ over 8 years ago, but only started playing often when COVID hit. Now it's all I play, yeah. So if you want to start something, you go to join. It's not join. Join is a multiplayer for everything else. But this is a host, right? What I would probably do is put the server memory as high as you could go. I would probably do 10 gigs. Of server memory that would like give your server, you know, especially if you do mods. But you can just set it. You can just set it up, and then you can just invite your friends. Pretty cool, right? Bullet bait and sugar lumps are thriving right now. I'm barely surviving. Yeah, well, it's a lot of that has to do with RNG, you know. Red wine. Go ahead and drink some red wine, baby. Cook to remove happiness malice. Ah. That might be something I was doing wrong. Yeah, no biggie, man. Yeah, there's a bit more if you want to add mods and maps to multiplayer server, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And you know, if you're just starting out, you probably don't want to add mods anyway. You want to learn the game. The one mod I would suggest to everybody. Oh, look at his shorts. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like somebody took a bite out of his shorts. I got weapons, just barely no food. Yeah, so I made for the server. I made the weapons extremely rare rather than a ridiculously rare. because I wanted, Craft Helper. Craft Helper is the one. It's the best one. Craft Helper will allow you to do things like, let's see, like this. Let me see if I can find a Craft Helper item for this. Be bottled. Yeah, right here. Allow you to see all the things that you can do. Beautiful. How much of that book have I read? 174. So we'll be finished with that by tomorrow. Go ahead and sleep. Yeah, this run, we came out of the gate running, man. It was pretty serious. We were in downtown West Point. 4 days and 1 hour. The mullet and the porn stash are protecting our guy here, Dr. Mutilated. And I think I'm done here. It's 75 zombies killed, 4 days and 1 hour. As you can see, my short blunt is done. And those of you that are brand new to Zomboid, by all means, this is gonna become a VOD in the very beginning. I'm probably gonna like split it off, but there's gonna be a guide that kind of shows you like occupations and stuff and some of my suggestions for you. But yeah, I think I'm done. There's a few mods that add recipes like Wilderness Survival. Yeah, I have Wilderness Survival. There's actually a lot of mods that add recipes. I was bored and tested shorts on solo. Got 3 hits on upper body before getting bit in the groin on the 4th. Ah, so the shorts are not so good, huh? I'm gonna stop right here. We'll be doing this tomorrow. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. Welcome on in, members and sponsors of this channel, as well as the new subs that came in. I'm really crazy. It just kind of like comes in waves for me. Sometimes I'll get like nothing all stream long, and other days it'll be like 10 subs. I'm like, what the hell is happening? How's this even working? You know. But I appreciate you guys hanging with me today. I'll be here tomorrow. 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can always join my Discord. Somebody throw up a ! Discord link there. Join my Discord, and you can actually play on my private server. Might be something that you might be interested in. Timothy Sullivan, not my private, but my public server. We have a private server for sponsors. For anybody that's not signed up already for Last Man Standing, which is going to be a really tough challenge. So tough that even the Pros Pro got knocked out. And more importantly, if you need notifications, pretty much the only time I notify on my Discord is when I'm about to go live. And usually I do that about 10 to 15 minutes before I go live. Usually it's in the morning, 9 to 9:30 to 10-ish, something like that, and all that. And just a quick note for those of you that are watching this right now, I will be out of town next week, so I won't be here from Monday to Friday, but it will pick back up on Saturday. I will be streaming this week, though. I just feel like I need to remind so people aren't going to be like, where's Drunk gone? Did he go and die of old age or something? Hey, Vico, you're very welcome. I appreciate it. Sometimes he doesn't show up. Yeah, sometimes I don't show up. I try to be, like yesterday I was working on the server with helping KPK. And by the time it was time for me to go on, it'd been long past, and I had to take my daughter to volunteer for library and stuff. So I was like, yeah, we'll just call that a wash. About 17 to 1800 hour Eastern European time. There we go. No in-roll live streams. Maybe one day, but not today. Guys, y'all take care. Happy hump day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or as I say, I'll see you on the flizz eye. Oh, shit.